right, can you tell everybody your name and your Instagram?
Jonesy Agente Jr. and my Instagram is at Jonesy Jr. JOHNSEJR.
First off, who is Jonesy behind the camera? How did your journey into directing start?
Well, behind the camera, just a regular, chill guy. But it was crazy. Ended up directing because I had this idea for a film, just called Professional Courtesy, and it's basically a scene off a feature film, extended film called The Next King, and I wasn't seeing much at the time. I would say 2018, 2019, like a lot of underworld with the Latin Blacks community, that exchange, that type of stuff. So I was like, man, we need something from the East Coast. So, I decided to do a short film, and I was like, fuck it, excuse my language, I'm a director myself. So, that's how that came about. Got great people a part of it. Fernando Marrero is one, he's my guy. Got dope writers, dope producers on it as well. And yeah, man, I was like, well, there's no such thing as waiting for something to be that perfect to get it started. So, just gotta get the ball rolling, just do it.
Right. What inspired you to create Professional Courtesy?
I wanted to see myself how I wanted to see myself, basically. Yes, we all audition. We are auditioning actors, and it's basically, if you fit their role. But then also too, it's like you get to showcase how you want to be seen, to the world, and I think that is greatly important too.
What message or theme were you trying to push in this project?
I think I said it in the film, in the intro or the outro of the film. The world, what is it? I got it right there. Life is a jungle. Make sure you're not a prey.
Walk us through your directing style. How would you describe it?
I just go with the flow, make precise decisions, trying to leave the 50-50 out of it and just go for it. Nothing is perfect. I think one thing that you will learn is letting go of control. Whatever's gonna happen is gonna happen at the end of the day. If you're gonna mess up, just mess up all the way. It's gonna mess up, keep messing it up, and then get it right next time. Just keep doing it.
What is the biggest challenge directing this? What was the biggest challenge directing this film?
I would say putting all the pieces together, basically. Working with the actors were easy, but I would say the shot list, getting things together. There's also, not only as an actor, but since you're behind the camera, you are responsible of taking up, a lot of responsibilities that works around not only the actor's part, but make sure sound is okay, lighting and everything else. So it's a big task. It's a big task. Will I do it again? Yes, I will. But yeah.
How did you approach casting for this project?
Basically, I went with people that I trust and have worked with in the past and believe in. These are people that they give 1,000%, and I can close my eyes and pick them, and it'll be the same every time. So why audition other people when you have somebody right next to you and you can give them a shot. It's all love.
What's one scene that you're most proud of and why?
I would say our famous table scene, when the intensity starts building. We just feed off of each other, and it's a thing where it's like walking in blind into your house and turning on the lights. You already know where the lights on. It's like we just vibing, connecting, and just going for the best, going with the flow.
As a director, how would you bring the best performance out of your actors?
Well, first, understanding the scene. Let's understand the scene. And then after that, give room to the actors. Give room to the actors. Let them play with it, see how it feels, and then just give pointers from there. Because it's basically, either you could go too much or not enough. So, I'm more comfortable and relaxed in that sense, because 9 times out of 10, the dialogue will tell you. So basically, I don't have to do much. They do everything. Just put the reins on it when we need to. That's all.
What is your process from ideal to final cut?
I didn't edit it, but it was a headache. Man, it takes time. Behind the camera work is, it's really challenging. It's really challenging to get, stuff edited. Standing there next to the editor and telling them, this way or that way. This doesn't sound right. Let's light it more here. It's a lot of work. Even though you're not doing it yourself, but you being in that room and seeing how everything is getting put together. Yeah, it's fun, but it is stressful. But it's worth it.
Did anything unexpected happen during the production?
Sound guy showed up late, 2 hours late, but hey, we made it work and we wrapped up in time still. That certain our location last minute had another one right there. There's things that fall in your lap, and God won't let you just jump out of a plane without a parachute. There's always a backup. So thank God.
Sure. They say you don't complain about a problem, you solve it.
Just solve it, because it takes too much time to complain, and then this should have been this way, but I told you, but you were supposed to be. Hey, we ain't got time for that. What's next? All right, let's handle that. That's it.
How do you balance creativity with budget and time constraints?
Making sure your stress levels are super low first. A clear mind, because at the end of the day, all of them are bridged together. It's a flat line and everything's above it. So, it's just planning strategically and making sure that, your mind is right first, and then the project is first, and, give your all. Attack what comes first, don't, just like I said, just get the ball rolling. Don't put everything together so it can be perfect so you can get it going. No, just go with the flow.
What makes professional courtesy stand out from other films right now?
I would say there's multi-ethnic groups in the film, in the scene. We shot it in Puerto Rico, my homeland. Went to the motherland and shot it there. We shot here in LA as well. Diversity. I like a lot of films that have diversity, and I wanted that, to take place in the film as well.
How involved were you in editing and post-production?
As far as physical work, 0. It's a headache. I never learned it, and I know why, because it's stressful. But I was there, looking at the behind the scenes, if you will, directing how it should go, a lot of feedback here and there, and you're still sucked into it because it's your baby, it's your project, and you want the best quality, you know what I mean? So you're not just putting whatever out to just get it done. You're making sure that everything is well put together. It should be.
What did you learn from this film and that you will take to your next project?
I would say, with a lot more money, you could do a lot more things. And always having the right people around you. And yeah, it is a lot of work. Like, I used to hear actors talk about it when they direct films and this and that, and how even like Michael B. Jordan, when he directed A Few to Creed, like he was watching, he like stepped outside of the character real quick to watch what other people were doing, how the scene was, the lighting, and that happened a few times on set. And then right when the camera was about to, hit me next, right into camera, like nothing ever happened. And yeah, it's a lot of thinking. There's a lot of thinking involved.
Who are some directors that inspire your work?
Ryan Coogler. Definitely Ryan Coogler. I would say, let's throw Scorsese in the mix. Let me see. John Singleton. Directed Michael stuff too. Oh, man.
How do you handle pressure when leading a full production?
So I like to put emotion to the side and stick to logic. Sometimes I tell people, I don't like to act based on how I feel, because how I feel could change in a matter of 10 seconds. So I like to put things where, if it makes sense to do it, let's do it that way. Not because I feel like this should go here, because I don't know. If it makes sense, let's do it. Just attack it. That's it.
What advice would you give to up-and-coming filmmakers?
Shoot for the stars. You know what I mean? If this is something that you really want to do, don't have a backup plan. Don't go study this for 10 years so you get a degree. If something happens, you can fall to, no. You're wasting time, because the game changes drastically. Every year is something new, something different. So I would say just, go for broke, go at it 1,000%. And yeah, like nothing else. It's like nothing else anyways. So it's like, why give something else time and energy when you want to be here, either in front or behind the camera? Just go for it.
What's next for Jonesy? Any new projects in the work?
Well, speaking of this short film is just a scene of the extended version of the film. So, I would like to get that budgeted, go to New York, go to Puerto Rico, and film that there. We got a lot of aspirations, if you will, for more projects, especially to be shoot in Puerto Rico, especially action films, and hopefully a new comic book series. Never know.
When people watch the professional courtesy, what do you want them to walk away feeling?
That's a good question. I would say, wow. And it's because not only because of diversity, but everything that we put in to the project, also in front of the lens as well. We told a story. We told a story, and we wanted to show a different light to people. Something that they don't normally see on a day-to-day basis. And yeah, I want to leave people talking about that.
All right. Now, rapid fire.
Oh.
All right. Favorite director of all time?
Me. That's who. No. Favorite director. He's on my mind now. Ryan Coogler so far.
Favorite film ever?
That's a hard one. Let's see. Damn. I think I'm gonna go with American Gangster right now. Denzel. I loved his acting in that movie. It was one of my tops.
Indie or big budget?
Big budget. Got work, work too hard to do an indie film, Yeah.
Script or improv?
I'm gonna say improv. I like going with the flow a lot. Yeah.
One word to describe your directing style.
Say fearless.
Dream actor or director?
Say that again.
Dream actor or director?
Dream actor or director?
Yeah, basically you're an actor or director.
Oh, acting. Acting. I love acting. Yeah.
Favorite scene in The Professional Courtesy?
It's gonna be the famous table scene when it gets intense. You know, choices gotta be made.
Day shoots or night shoots?
I would say day shoot. Have more time for the night.
Biggest lesson as a director?
Hey, as much as you prep for it, you're never gonna be ready. So, you know, you just roll with the punches, go with the flow, and you know, you can't control everything. So, you just gotta go with it.
Camera or editing? Which do you love more?
Camera.
One thing you always say on set?
Let's do it.
Biggest pet peeve on set?
Forgetting that I have to do things. Forgetting.
Go to camera setup?
I don't know why it's in my head. Red Canon, yeah.
Favorite location to shoot?
I'm gonna be biased. Puerto Rico, back home.
Music or silence while editing?
Silence. Yeah. I gotta put all the thoughts together, put everything into that project, so no distractions.
Film festivals or straight streaming? Or straight to streaming?
Film festivals.
Awards or audience reaction?
Audience reactions. Because there won't be an award without audience reaction, definitely.
One word for Hollywood?
I want to say Hollyweird, but I'm gonna say adventure. It's adventurous, you know. You start off doing one thing, and then by the end of the year, you could be doing something else. You know what I mean? And that could mean character-wise, you started off in front of the camera, behind the camera, vice versa.
Advice in one sentence?
Don't doubt yourself and keep going.
Legacy. What do you want yours to be?
God-fearing man that never quit.
All right. That's love right there. You heard it first on the Refinery Podcast. Shout out to Jonesy, director of The Professional Courtesy, actor. Make sure you tap in, support the film, and subscribe to Fireproof TV. We bringing you real filmmakers, actors, real stories every time. Let's go. Thank you.